Hello there and welcome to Gateshead International Stadium. We are live here for Gateshead versus Newcastle United, and we hope that you are all excited for this one. It's Newcastle's first game in pre-season, Gateshead's 4th or 5th. I think they had one behind closed doors as well. But as I say, we are here fully interactive, and we'd like you to join us, as I say, in the future here on the Heat Army podcast. And like and subscribe, that's what it's all about. We've got all the teams and matches here. We've got a little video here. We're trying out something a little bit different here, which we might try and do throughout the season. So let us know if you like it. It's a little bit rough around the edges, but we're trying. We're trying to make things better. Hello and welcome to this broadcast today for Gateshead versus Newcastle United here at Gateshead International Stadium. We're bringing you full match commentary, and also as well we'll read out any messages from where you might be listening from in the world. Maybe you're on holiday and missing this one, but as you can see behind me, the pitch is looking absolutely fantastic. The stadium is starting to get a little bit more ready for the game, and we are waiting for the Newcastle United players to arrive. Normally they arrive on the pitch in a bus. If they do, we'll have footage in this for the opening of the show. But remember, just as we go forward, please do like and subscribe. It really does help us. We want you to be part of this, and if you want to follow Gateshead's journey throughout the season, we cover full match commentary of every home game, the odd away game as well, and also we have our weekly live show on a Thursday, most Thursdays, where we can, and as I say, it's fully live, interactive. You can send your messages in. We'll be talking about all the talking points around Gateshead Football Club each week, and we'd love you to be part of it. But today it's going to be a great day. I'll say over 7,000 sold, and it should be a great atmosphere. Of course, there's the moment's silence for Kevin Keegan. It's going to be quite an emotional one. Did have the pleasure of meeting him when I was a young man. Very nice, very genuine, very warm, and a true legend. But also as well, this game for Gateshead, very important. Of course, it's nice to pit your wits against international players and Premier League players. As I say, there's I think maybe one coming in there, then maybe they aren't coming on the bus this year. But financially, this will help Gateshead massively. It's the difference between signing a few players and help them cover costs for away travel throughout the season. Of course, Gateshead are a full-time side, and every bit of money helps. And Tyneside coming together for a game like this, the Battle of Tyneside, shall we call it. So hopefully people can enjoy it and come back throughout the season when Newcastle are away. And as I say, hit like and subscribe, and we'll play a little bit of a montage here as we warm up, ready before we come on live on the microphones for full match commentary of Gateshead versus Newcastle United, the Battle of Tyneside. Right, well, this is a little bit something different. We don't normally do this build up for games, but we're going to try and do this for most home games. A little video before we start the commentary. But this is my son Jack. I'm giving a wave. And Jack's just starting to get into football. How old are you, Jack? 8. And who are you most excited about seeing, Gateshead or Newcastle today? Gateshead. Oh, that's my boy. It's good. You can get more pocket money for that. Ask Mum. But yeah, as I say, we're sat on the dugout. Hopefully, as I say, we are trying out new things here, and we want to be able to basically give you a better experience on a matchday commentary. Of course, we're going to put these out 15 minutes before we come live in general. We're trying that, but we're sat on the dugout. I mean, the pitch looks absolutely fantastic. It's literally, I know a lot of people say take a carpet, but that is looking absolutely fantastic.
I know what you're saying. Is it raining? No, it's just the water squirting.
Yeah, the water squirters are on, the sprinklers are on, the pitch is going to be absolutely pristine out there. And well, also as well, you might see here. It's all sprinkled. But this is what we go through, and there is Simon Lowry, one of the best groundsmen in the world. He puts that lip on because he wants to be a gangster, and he's very smart right there. But let's hope the game is just as good. Well, that was our little video there. We're going to start to do them on other match day commentaries. Just to give a feel of the game when you're not here and from around the country, around the world, wherever you might be listening from. And as I say that, wherever you're listening from in the world, please do drop a like and subscribe and read a comment, put a comment down. We will read it out. Myself, I'm David Gaddis. I'm joined by journalist Mark Carruthers, who is my co-commentator here today. We'll be bringing you the full match commentary here between Gateshead and Newcastle United in this pre-season game. It's filling up nicely here at Gateshead National Stadium. I do have the teams in front of me. I will get them out very, very soon. But just before we go any further, a big thank you to our sponsors, Northern Print Solutions, and of course our partners at Hope and Glory. And the new strip is out today. It was revealed last night, the home strip. It's a classic interpretation of the 1983-1984 half and half strip, and it went down very well, and we're looking forward to seeing that getting its first run out here at Gateshead International Stadium this afternoon. And we'll see we've got local comedian Gavin Webster just come in as well, so the stars are here at Gateshead International Stadium in the Tyne Bridge stand. So we are all set. I'll go through the teams now. Nick Pope is in goal for Newcastle United. Lewis Hall, Fabian Shaw, Harvey Barnes, and Sean Sturr, Jacob Murphy, sorry, got a frog in my throat. Jacob Murphy, Joe Willock, Alex Murphy, Jacob Ramsey, Leo Sahar, and Sean Neve. On the bench is Ewan, I can't really pronounce this, Joanne? I hope that's how you pronounce it. Mark Gillespie, Aidan Harris, Dylan Charlton, Luke Craggs, Anthony Munda, Sung Soo Park, Modric Pivas, Vatang, having a good one here, Vatang Salia. There we go, we'll get that one right. Trevan Sanusi, Mafios Ferreri, and Rory Finnan, and Mason Miley. And it's here in the background there is a round of applause for the Newcastle United players leaving the pitch. They've been going through their warm-up, and hopefully, as I say, you are nice wherever you are. Will the team be arriving at will every team be arriving at the stadium? No, it's only Newcastle United do that. They like to avoid the crowds outside. They bring their buses. Both buses are parked behind the north goal here at the Tyne end, the River Tyne end of the ground. So yeah, it's quite the, I'm not going to say the circus, but quite the event when Newcastle come to town. They've got helpers for their helpers. Gateshead, they're out there with the better essentials, as it were. We know there's money issues in the lower ends of the game. Not everyone is blessed to have all the top physios, the physios assistants, and the kit men, the assistant kit men. But Gateshead get their things done, and like we said, everyone, if you are just tuning in, Gateshead are a full-time side, and this game today will go a long way to helping Gateshead's funds going into the season. Dare I say, add a few players into the squad and help with all other running costs of the club, because football, like life, is expensive, and Gateshead need all the help you can. And if you do fancy coming down to Gateshead International Stadium or following Gateshead's fortunes throughout the season, go to the Gateshead FC social media accounts, go to the website, buy a ticket, or if you just want to follow the podcast and keep abreast of things, what's going on with Gateshead, then please do drop us a like and subscribe. It would be very much appreciated. And send in your messages. So will you show the game? We can't. Normally we are the commentators for the Zone for every league game for Gateshead, but Newcastle United are putting out their own stream available to purchase. We are just the audio one today. We do thank you for your company though, and we hope that we bring you a true representation of the game. Yes, we might be Gateshead fans, well, me more than Mark's a Newcastle fan, but we tell the truth of the game as it is. Otherwise you just get found out if it's not the game that's happening. So we like to pride ourselves on a true reflection of the game, win, lose or draw. It's about the football, it's about the story, and it's about bringing you the best experience we possibly can as a commentary team. So as I say, please do let us know where you are listening from in the world. Send those messages and drop the like and subscribes as well. I'm just going to have a little look at our comments here and see if there's any more come in. We do have a picture of the away top, because
This is my broadcast studio. I haven't got it all set up for the season yet, but I might be able to get the overlay in for that one. Yes, I can. So there we go. That is the away top this year. The sponsor isn't on it yet, and that's the Claret and away top. The Claret and Blue away top, should I say. I'm going to have to have a little cough one second. Pardon about that. So yeah, there you go. It's looking pretty good, that one. And let's say, if you want to get yourselves down, the home and half shirt as well is an absolute beauty. The home shirt, if you are reminiscent of the old LCL shirt that was around in the mid-90s, Gateshead shirt is very reminiscent of that, and it's a lovely new twist on it from Rick and the guys at Hope and Glory. And the Gateshead players are coming off the pitch now. We are about 12-13 minutes away from kick-off. I'll go through the Gateshead side now. It's Adam Dubois in goal, Josh Anafawosi, Tom Lavery, David Ferguson, Jack Robinson, Harry Chapman, Fenton John, Josh Holm, Luke Supik, Billy Chadwick and Ash Botswain up top. On the bench is Pete Jameson. There is a trialist, Martin Smith, the assistant manager, who's just out there to fill out the squad, as it were. Don't think he's going to be playing throughout the season. Keaton Ward returns from his injury in the back end of last season. Dom Telford, Tyrell Newton, Lucas Lowry, Ben Williams, Callum Bowen and Robert Leach. We'll go back through them again very shortly. We have got a message in from Kieran, and he's watching in from Barnsley, South Yorkshire, up the Toon. Well, thank you very much, Kieran. And if you are listening anywhere in the world, let us know where you're listening from. Please do send any messages. And I actually watch a YouTube channel from near Barnsley. It's called Hell on Earth, where about 3 daft lads that do challenges and stuff. One of them lives in Barnsley. So there you go. Useless information that you'll never ever use again. Of course, we're going to see the debut of Newcastle United's away top today as well. That has just been launched, and I think that went down very well as well. So lots to see, lots of new faces to see as well. Pardon me, apologies for that. Got a little frog in my throat. It's pre-season for us as well. We've got to get ourselves back match fit for commentary, and we hope that you can enjoy the show with us. Well, we're in the Tyne and stand just on the halfway line, and the ground is filling up nicely. The east stand is sold out. The south stand is filling up as well, and I believe the Tyne and stand has more or less sold out as well. So we're expecting a great atmosphere here. It should be a good one. There's been some good encounters throughout the years. One of my first ever games was for Gateshead, was seeing them play against Newcastle when Ginola and those players, Peter Beardsley, were all on display, and I think they won 5-0. They battered Gateshead that day. But yeah, so, and then of course there was the 1-0 win. I think it was Oberfem Martins, I think, scored Papa Cisse scored the penalty in that one. But lots of notable games throughout the years. I think there was a 7-0 as well once. I missed that one, I was gutted. But as I say, this game, more than just about fitness, more about the game. As I say, it's off the pitch for Gateshead. This is a fantastic time, for Gateshead to have more or less a fundraising game to help, bolster the bank for the oncoming season. And we've got another message here. Have you got the game on? We have for full match commentary. We can't show the game. Newcastle United are streaming the game themselves. But please do stick around and hit that like and subscribe button. There is a lovely banner on the pitch as well to the legend that was Kevin Keegan, who sadly passed away this week. There will be a minute's silence before the game, and I'm sure that will be very well respected, and I'm sure we'll hear Walking in a Keegan Wonderland numerous times throughout this game as well. And as I say, it doesn't matter what your colours are, Kevin Keegan was a legend of the game, and if you ever got the chance to meet him, he was warm, he was genuine, and he was happy to talk to you. I met him when I was 14, and I had both my feet operated on, and he spent lots of time with me. It was just nice, and just a genuine man. Absolutely fantastic. We've got Gateshead FC stats. I'll be posting all the Newcastle 26-27 matches on X to mark the 100th anniversary of the title win. R.I.P. Kevin Keegan. So there we go. We'll have a look out for Gateshead FC stats on X. Nearly called it Twitter there. But yes, we are waiting for the teams to come out. I'm waiting for my co-commentator. I think is getting some pictures on the pitch side, and we are all set and ready to go. If you're new to us, as I say, welcome. Please do stick around, join us throughout the season when Gateshead take on the likes of Southend, Kieran Dyer's Southend. We were going to be entertaining Jermaine Defoe's Woking, but he's left. That was the first home game, so yeah, a little bit of interest, but some big managers in the league this year, and it's going to be all exciting and well, fashionably on time. We've got Mark Crovers about to join us now. Can you hear us? Can you hear me, Mark? No, Mark's having trouble with his earphones at the moment. How about now? There we go.
No, I can't hear.
No, can't hear a thing. Can you not? No, I can't hear a thing. Oh, about that? No, Mark's having a nightmare here. There we go. Can you hear that? There we go. That'll do us. So we are, well, time to welcome Mark Crovers. How are you doing, Mark?
I'm good. Feel like I've never been away, even though it is quite a while, isn't it? I mean,
it has.
What,
It's
3 months?
Yeah, it felt like a big break. A lot of talking points happened for both clubs. A lot of similarities in players, big players leaving. But today, double celebration, the celebration of life for Kevin Keegan, of course. But for Gateshead, goes a long way off the pitch, and that, which I had been saying before you joined us. This helps go towards, securing players and helping towards the funds for the season, because Gateshead are a full-time side, and a lot of people kind of forget that in the ether.
Yeah, I mean, look, if there is, as we expect, going to be sort of 6,500 here today, it's a fair chunk of money going into the Gateshead coffers. And see, for me, this should always be Newcastle United's curtain raiser to a season. I think it should be an annual fixture.
Yeah.
I look at other clubs. I mean, Liverpool generally go to either Chester or Tranmere first pre-season game, and I see no reason why Newcastle United can't do that with Gateshead. It's on a good pitch. They generally play a Gateshead side that plays good football. Obviously, the venue can hold a lot of people in. So to me, it makes absolute sense. And also, I think the relation between the two clubs needs to improve. And I think, again, we talk about loan players, and being quite a topic of conversation for Newcastle fans is, I just think some young players need to come out and get experience, and Gateshead would be a great place for them to do that.
Well, we've seen many a player in the past. I mean, Paul Dummett was and Steve Harper, to name just but two. It can work. It can be a success, and Gateshead have shown over the last 6 years that the amount of loan players that have come in here that have went on to careers in the Football League, it is a breeding ground and can be utilised.
Yeah, I mean, you look at people like James Tavernier as well, came here, didn't he, and did really well. I just think it's an ideal loan move for a young player to come and play at a very, very good level. Now, what I will say is you would have to pick that young player specifically. You couldn't just send any kid here. I think there are a couple of players, I cover the 21s for the Chronicle, and there are a couple of players in the 21s I think would be absolutely priming to play for Gateshead in the National League. As a first loan with a view to going on maybe Football League either second half of the season or the following. And
also as well, just looking down on pitch side there, there's some links to Gateshead in the coaching staff as well, to Wembley heroes at Gateshead from 2014. Goalkeeper extraordinaire who still looks young enough to play at the moment, Adam Bartlett, of course, one of the goalkeeping staff, and James Marwood, who's on the coaching staff as well, who scored one of the goals to take Gateshead to Wembley back then. But at the moment, the banner is on display for Kevin Keegan, and we're waiting the players to come out very soon. I'll quickly go through the teams. It's Nick Pope in goal, Lewis Hall, Fabian Shaw, Harvey Barnes, Sean Stewart. Is that how we say it, Stewart? It is, that's right. Jacob Murphy, Joe Wilcock, Alex Murphy, Jacob Ramsey, Leo Sahar, and Sean Neve on the bench. I'm guessing that is it. How did we get that one?
It's Ewan Jowen.
Ewan Jowen, there we go. I was nowhere near, ladies and gentlemen,
That's
who
Mark
heard earlier on. Mark Gillespie, Aidan Harris, Dylan Charlton, Luke Craggs, and Anthony Munda, Sung Soo Park,
Miedrag Pivas.
Piras.
Do you want me to do the next one?
Yeah, you can do the next one.
It's Miedrag Pivas, Vaktang Salia, Trayvon Sanusi, Matthias Ferreira, Rory Finneran, and Mason Miley.
Yeah.
Who, yes, is the younger brother of Lewis.
He is the other brother, and of course his brother plays in the National League for Hartlepool United. So it just shows you that the National League is a fantastic breeding ground, and especially in the northeast at the moment, in the leagues around. But at the moment, Lee Catmull comes out his first time in front of a Gateshead home crowd. Gets a good round of applause, and the odd little
smattering of boos from Newcastle
smattering of
fans.
boos from Newcastle fans. To be expected, of course. Captain of Sunderland for many years.
And Middlesbrough.
And Middlesbrough, yes. So, yes, it's the pantomime of football, isn't it, Mark?
Something like that, yeah. Something like that.
Completely understand it. I'm not going to talk about it. But yes, and this is our Gateshead lineup. Anthony, Adam Dubois, Josh Anafawosi, Tim Lavery, David Ferguson, Jack Robinson, Harry Chapman, Fenton John, Josh Holm, Luke Supik, Billy Chadwick and Ash Botswain. On the bench, Pete Jameson, there's the trialist, Martin Smith, Keaton Ward, Dom Telford, Tyrell Newton, Lucas Lowry, Ben Williams, Callum Bowen and Robert Leach. And as we mentioned before, the first display of 2 strips here, both launched yesterday. There's the Newcastle United away strip, which has obviously part of the castle design into it, and Gateshead going back to their mid-90s classic look of black and white half strips. It looks absolutely fantastic. The guys at Hope and Glory have knocked it out the park, and we are all set to go here for this pre-season game between Gateshead and Newcastle United. And I may have dubbed it the Battle of Tyneside on our thumbnail, but it is just a fantastic celebration of North East football that the two clubs can come together today, and of course it benefits Gateshead no end. And of course we know Newcastle United, one of the world's big boys financially, and it's nice to see them doing a good turn for the little neighbours, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to know how to say this, because Newcastle's main responsibility is themselves.
It is.
But I do feel as if it would be a good PR move if they were to help Gateshead. Now, you don't want that relationship to become where Newcastle are dictating what Gateshead do, but they can certainly help them out, and things like this will help. I mean,
of course, there's already a relationship at the stadium, because Newcastle United ladies played here last season. I believe they're going to be playing here this season still, in the pitch of that. But we are going to be going towards a minute's silence for Kevin Keegan, so we'll just wait.
Loved by everybody in here, no matter which team you played for, supported, managed. Loved by everyone.
And we're about to have the minute's silence on the referee's whistle. Beautifully observed. To one of football's legends, one of football's good guys. And if you ever had the chance to meet him, he will have left a lasting impression on you. His warmth, how genuine he is. But now we ramp ourselves up for this pre-season friendly, as the chance of there's only one Kevin Keegan, and walking in Keegan Wonderland go off on the far side of the ground. And we'll quickly go through the teams again. Nick Pope, Lewis Hall, Fabian Shaw, Harvey Barnes, Sean Sturr, Jacob Murphy, Joe Willock, Alex Murphy, Jacob Ramsey, Leo Sahar should I say, and Sean Neve are the starting lineup. And the starting lineup for Gateshead is Adam Dubois, Josh Anafawosi, Tom Lavery, David Ferguson, Jack Robinson, who just signed this week, as did Luke Sipik, Harry Chapman, Fenton John, Josh Holm, Billy Chadwick and Ash Botswain. Gateshead are going to be shooting towards the River Tyne. The visitors, Newcastle United, will be shooting towards the Fellon end. Well, we're underway. Newcastle, I'm going to just try and build this up at the moment down the right-hand side. Ball goes out of play already. And Sean Neve just lofts the ball to Jacob Murphy to take this. Well, it's not. It's going to go further back down the line to one of the players is. No, there isn't.
Pretty sure Neve and Shawha played in the National League Cup game here last year.
I think they did, didn't they? Yeah. Certainly Neve did. And Sahar. At the moment, Pope plays it to Fabian Shaw. Ferguson battling, wearing the captain's armband at the moment. And it's been hit forward there by Lavery. Goes all the way through to Pope. Newcastle just passing it on the back at the moment.
Newcastle are about as strong as they can be here.
Yeah, of course. I mean, just the ball goes well. It's a lovely ball at the far side. Lavery. Oh, and Dubois just had to get his feet back there, but Harvey Barnes on the far side takes it into the box and goes out. Does it go out play? No, it didn't. It was cleared by Lavery.
Got to be honest, Lavery's been excellent pre-season. What I've seen of him, looks a really composed defender. Really good on the ball. But he'll have a big test today.
It certainly has. As at the moment, Gateshead trying to win the ball back, and Newcastle just passing around on the left-hand side. Ball does go out of play, but it's for a Newcastle throw. Quickly taken. There's Neve. Tries to go past one player, goes for a shot. Dubois makes a save and hasn't been cleared out the box yet. Fenton John heads it far, but only as far as the Newcastle shirt. And there's a shot, deflection up in the air, but Dubois athletically catches that one and gets it under control. See, Adam Dubois was a key figure in the back end of last season Gateshead survival in the National League. Fantastic goalkeeper, but Gateshead trying to get the ball out towards Billy Chadwick and just took away. Sorry, it's Supik on the far side. But Newcastle can get the ball moving now. Played down the line, goes out of play for another throw to Newcastle. Must have had to come off Supik. Of course, Luke Supik played for under 19s and 20s for New Zealand. Just came from Wellington Phoenix, was his last club, played in the A-League. Under the radar, trialist, but he's looked quite handy, hasn't he?
He has, yeah, very. I know Lee Cattermole was very keen to get him in, and obviously giving him a 2-year deal is quite a big thing for Gateshead. Yeah. So, it's going to be interesting to see how he does.
Well, Ferguson just gets the ball under control and plays it back. Dubois over the top, looking for the run of Billy Chadwick, but that'll go all the way through to Nick Pope.
Should have worked out what Gateshead are playing here. It looks almost like a 3-4-3.
It seems that way. It looks like, I think Chapman and Anafawosi are the deeper wing backs. I mean, they are more attacking wingers, you would say, in general, but I think they're there as cover. But when Gateshead get forward, I think they're going to bomb forward. Very similar style to what Gateshead played last season, but seems to be a little bit more heavy up top, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's they're going to cause some problems, you would imagine. But Newcastle, as I say, they are barring players who are injured or at the World Cup. They are pretty much as strong. I know Joelinton's got a knock, and see Sven Botman's fitness is being managed, I would assume. Same with Tino Livramento. Obviously pulled out England's World Cup squad. Yeah. So Newcastle are literally as strong as they can be, I think.
Still a very strong squad. Good test for Gateshead, and hopefully Gateshead will give a good game towards Newcastle. As they have the ball now, is on the underlap there. Lewis Hall, ball goes out of play off Lavery for a throw, level with the corner of the box, quickly being taken. Stewart. That's another touch of the ball, arrived from Ajax last week. Shaw plays the ball over, and Chapman tries to read and intercept the ball. Battling's a good tussle for it, and in comes Fenton John to try and win the ball. Oh, it doesn't. It's Billy Chadwick, actually. They've got the same haircut.
How was that not gone out?
Well, Not one of them dubious World Cup balls, is it? As Anna Fawozi, another one of those players that came in at the second half of last season and was a real live wire. Someone's asking, can we see the stream? No, unfortunately not. It's audio only, this commentary. But thank you for your company. As Shaw just mops up at the back, gives the ball to... We've got a different shirt number here, so I'm guessing 51.
That's Leo Shaw.
Leo Shaw. Yeah.
Leo,
sorry. Little mistake on the team sheet there. We'll forgive the media manager.
Only one out.
Only one out, yeah. As the ball goes across the far side, Lewis Hall. Oh, it doesn't Lewis Hall. Harvey Barnes trying to get back in the swing of it there, but that goes out for a corner. Gateshead defending, Newcastle moving the ball quickly.
Yeah,
good early signs.
One of the big bonuses of having Fabian Shaw back is that he has an unbelievable range of passing, and you saw there Gateshead switch off.
It's a short corner being quickly taken, cut in, and now Stewart gives the ball back to Barnes. Plays it inside, and Willock. Some good passing movement from Newcastle, but Gateshead intercept, and Anna Fawozi can bring the ball away. Just slows it down and plays it back to Lavery, but a little bit too much on it and put him under pressure. And the ball, he's got a free kick, but I think that'd have been National League game. That might have just been a goal kick there.
Nah, that was a foul.
You think?
Any level.
Oh, you're too soft, Mark. Too soft. We've got a Toon supporter from New Zealand here. I wonder if he knows anything about Luke Sippick, who plays for Gateshead. Played for Wellington Phoenix last year. Dubois. Oh, massive kick. And that goes out of play on the far side.
It's very windy here, isn't it?
It is. You may be able to pick it up on the microphones a little bit here. It's not an unpleasant wind. As Mark can probably testify, when we're sat here in January and February, it's a cutting wind, but today it's quite pleasant.
Nobody likes an unpleasant wind, Kevin.
I certainly don't. Certainly don't. As Newcastle tried to get the ball forward and out of play on this right-hand side. But Jack Robinson, the man, well, we was going to take the throw because at Chapman, he's just arrived this week. He's got plenty of experience. Jacob Chapman puts the ball over the top. Botswain and Shaw battling there. Offside flag goes up.
Quite like that from Botswain, you know, the fact that he's not scared to mix it. He's not know anything like that, just willing to get stuck in. But in terms of Newcastle, I'm really looking forward to seeing how Shaw does settle back into the game. I know it's only a friendly, but had a while out now with a bad injury. Key player at Newcastle, even at his age.
He still looks very comfortable, doesn't he, on the ball when he gets to it, and intercepts the ball there, plays it through, nice pass, and now, good tackle, but it's going to fall back to Newcastle United, and a free kick's been given on the edge of, was it offside? No,
it's free kick.
Free kick,
yeah.
On the edge of the box. It'll come in together, and Newcastle have a chance to test Dubois from a set piece.
Certainly got a number of options that could take this, including Fabian Shaw.
Yeah.
Lewis Hall behind it as well. I'm trying to see who else. Jacob Murphy, Joe Willock, Harvey Barnes. Any of those could take this. I'd imagine Shaw might be the one.
Yeah. Well, Dubois organising his wall. Well, we've got Barry Lee listening from Macclesfield. He's put, let's show Newcastle what we're made of. Well, it's a number of players standing over it. Lewis Hall is there. Shaw. I think Shaw's the one that seems to be... I know. We'll sharp find out. I think it's Lewis Hall that's going to take this one left-footed. It's a big wall. Can he get it up and round? Oh, it's been played back, and it's
Harvey Barnes took it.
Harvey Barnes. It was rolled back by Lewis Hall.
Did us both there.
Completely.
Yeah, it's
keeping us on our toes, Mark.
It's a good strike, just couldn't get enough whip on it to get inside that far post. But Newcastle, just in terms of the way they're lining up, it looks very much as if Sean Sturr, obviously the new signing, is sitting just in front of the back four with Ramsey and Willock looking to get forward and support Sean Neve. Neve scored against Gateshead in that.
He did,
National League
yeah.
Cup
He
game.
was, as I say, he was very instrumental in that one. Someone's asking, I assume Heed is a local dialect thing. Yes, well, obviously you've got the Tyne Army and you've got the Heed Army. So we've got listening in from Mallorca. Tyne and Heed fans, fantastic. Shaw's on the ball now for Newcastle. Plays it across the defence. And Alex Murphy can get it to Hall. Harvey Barnes.
It's a big year for some of these Newcastle youngsters. Shaw and Neve in particular probably need to go out and get loan moves into the EFL, I would imagine.
So, I mean, it's a year. I mean, both sides have got young players. Gateshead as well. I mean, there's been big players leave both teams. Retrospectively, there's boots to fill, isn't there, and opportunities to take.
There is, and there are some players in this Newcastle 11 today who their places are by no means guaranteed in this side. By the way, in fact, I think you'd probably say Lewis Hall's possibly the only one guaranteed to be in the side day one of the season.
Billy Chadwick wins the ball, battling with Murphy, and wins a free kick just in front of the Newcastle United dugout. It's competitive out there.
It's good. It's what you want. You don't want to just play a friendly where it's just passing the ball around, no one challenging. It doesn't help anyone.
Chapman lofts one into the middle. Josh Home brings it down well.
Very
Dances past and lays it off. Sorry, it's Supik. You know what it is? He's got a very similar haircut to two players. And Robinson just wrong-footed himself there, dispossessed. And now Jacob Ramsey can lay it off to Barnes, lays it through. Offside flag comes up. And nice passing move there from Newcastle, just a little bit eager on the...
Good line from Gateshead, to be fair, though, if we're going to credit them.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dubois is all in green. Less vibrant than last few seasons. We've had pink and yellow and orange, I think, haven't we? But I think it's red and green this year for the goalkeeping tops. As Anafawozi gets the ball on the far side. Just slows it down, plays it back.
Again there, he's made a run.
Supik's been involved a little bit, hasn't he, so far? He's trying to get the ball as Chapman wins the ball.
Good ball.
Nice into the centre. Josh Home can lay it off.
Tell you what, there's a definite player in Supik in Eloise.
And you know what it is? I'm getting completely... That was Supik again. Apologies, it's pre-season for me as well.
His first touch and movement has been very, very promising so far.
I only seen 45 minutes of him so far in pre-season. I said to you, I was looking forward to seeing him on a bigger pitch and against a better calibre of player. At the moment, looks quite exciting. Chadwick up against Shaw, cuts inside, lofts it over. Oh, Botswain and Supik were there. The ball goes out for a goal kick, but nice to see them both in there challenging. Good cross into the box.
Yeah, good from Chapman. Just cutting inside. It's a good ball in. And Botswain, I think, just got there first, but just couldn't direct it goalwards. But good from Gateshead, really good.
Lewis Hall on the ball on the far side. Shaw on the ball.
The good thing this will do for Gateshead is when look, let's be honest, they're going to be under pressure in a lot of games this season. Particularly when they go away to the bigger boys in the league. And you want these sort of games where you are having to sit in, you are having to defend, you're having to stay disciplined.
You're not going to have it your own way. You've got to,
exactly. When they play here, you would hope they'll be on the front foot, but there will be a need when they go away from home and play one of the big boys where they will have to sit in and be a bit more disciplined. So a game like this against such high calibre opposition is absolutely ideal in pre-season.
It certainly is, and also it'll give Lee Cattermole the chance to see who will dig in, who will stand up tall, who won't shirk away, because it happens, and let's not beat around the bush. Players at this level are at this level maybe for a reason sometimes, and it's it really is a learning curve, and some players learn slower than others. You know, you just got to look. Jamie Vardy made a late run into the Premier League, you know, and it happens. So, but Lewis Hall on the far side, does he get past his man? It was firm. Oh, and he's just slipped there. Lavery. Nice. Lewis Hall's got himself up and got the ball down towards the dead ball line. Fenton John going to try and help out there, and he does, and gives away a corner.
By the way, that was a Gateshead goal kick.
I thought that went out twice.
It did.
Pre-season for the linesman as well. Let's give everyone a little break today.
No, let's not. These are top-level referees.
Oh, nice cross into the box. Shaw's there, nods it down, and offside flag was up, but a good reaction save from Dubois.
Very good save. I think he's anticipating Shaw flicking it into the far corner, but instead he's gone a bit more central. He's had to adjust his body last minute, but a very, very good save.
I think Shaw was being a little bit cute with that one. You know, they thought he was going to the wrong place, the goalkeeper, but tell you what, great reaction. Was Dubois a product of the Brighton Academy? Arrived from Slough last year.
Tell you what,
it's not a bad ball. I thought it was going to come over towards Chapman there, who was running forward. The ball played forward for Harvey Barnes, who's running onto it. He's got Thomas Lavery there with him. Gateshead stand firm, goes out for a throw on the far side.
I'll tell you what's quite funny when you look is, in terms of media staff with Newcastle, well, with Gateshead it is Jack.
Yeah.
And you look at Newcastle, who have, I think I've seen about 10 or 11 different media staff here.
Well, I kind of, before you came on the mic, I alluded to, you know, that the assistants here at Newcastle United that have arrived today have got assistants themselves. Yeah. And, you know, just looking at the sub bench itself, you know, the array of the staff jackets down there is quite something, and it's more impressive how Gateshead get things done with what they've got, and that's what I was trying to get across, that, you know, Gateshead are a full-time side, but, you know, there's many hats worn by many people, and it's, you know, it's a well-oiled machine. Doesn't always get things right all the time, but when it does, you know, when we come against the big boys in the league, the South Ends, and, you know, in the past the Wrexhams and stuff, we've held our own.
It's been held.
Well, it's getting a little bit niggly down there at the moment, but nice movement from Newcastle. Moved that ball quick. Got themselves space to bring it forward as Alex Murphy plays it across the short.
Pretty good open 20 from Gateshead though.
Yeah,
stayed really disciplined. I know Dubois made a couple of good saves. There's that ball again.
Nice ball over, looking for the run of Lewis Hall, but Anafawozi back there. Puts it out for a throw. Yeah,
did very well. I think that's a worry with when you got sort of Chapman and Anafawozi playing as almost wing backs. They are going to have to do the other side of the game. They are going to have to defend, and it's not their natural instinct.
I mean, just as a noticeable thing for Gateshead, they are sitting deeper than what they would have done last year. They were probably about 15, 20 yards higher up the pitch. Good block by Chapman, but we can see Jacob Ramsey just lays it off the shore just inside the centre circle. Back to Ramsey inside the Gateshead half.
I really do think he could be a big player for Newcastle. Yeah, Jacob Ramsey, I really, really like him. I know his first year at the club was sort of hammered a little bit by injury, but has a lot of quality. And I don't think he's hit anywhere near his potential yet.
Well, just seeing a little bit of movement there from Stour. First time he's found himself on the right-hand side, pulls it back inside to Murphy, and he's just having to get it under control, lofts it across, and just a little bit too high for the Newcastle player in the box, and Gateshead do clear it, but Stour seems to be coming alive here, and he's linking up play. Lewis Hall on the overlap. He's got the ball down to the dead ball line, crosses it in. Nice clearance by Dubois, still inside the Gateshead box, and Chadwick has put it up in the air. Lovely stuff from Hall, brings it down and goes back off Hall for a goal kick. Yeah, Newcastle just changing the gear there, but Gateshead still staying with them.
That's the thing though, again, if you do switch off, even for a microsecond against tough quality players, you get done, and that's what happened with Gateshead there. You just can't afford to switch off. But again, I will say they are heading towards a midway point the first half, still at 0-0 here, and they deserve a lot of credit for that.
Well, Long clearance up towards Botswain. Beaten in the air to the ball.
He's got to do more, Botswain, I think, up top. I know it's not easy, but he just has to try and impose himself a little bit more, particularly on Alex Murphy, one of the younger lads in the Newcastle back line.
Well, he arrived from the Ipswich Town last year, one of the reserve and academy players. Had some loans in the National League. I mean, he's only 21. He's a big unit, isn't he? He looks athletic, looks strong. He needs to learn how to use it, though.
Oh, he's still got a lot to learn, but he is, as you say, still a young player himself and still learning. But he has all the attributes. He's a big lad. He's got a bit of pace about him. He's a decent finisher.
Ball over the top, looking for Murphy, but way too much on it. And
it's hard to tell which way the wind's blowing.
Yeah,
it's kind of swirling, isn't it?
Often does here at Gateshead National Stadium. As Robinson, his ball went a bit straight. Now Harvey Barnes inside the box. He's got the ball, tries to lay it off. Stewart. Oh, he pulls it back across. Ramsey out towards Murphy and just couldn't get onto it. And out it goes for a corner as a prodded away from Gateshead defender. But
that's what I mean about the sort of wing backs Gateshead are playing. Or they're actually more wingers. It is just that you're going to have to get the. Tell you what the ball is here. Ramsey's starting his own on the edge of the box.
Certainly is. Well, Chapman's seen that now, but he's pulled over this side. Ramsey gives it away to Stewart. Stewart looks, is he going to pull the trigger? No, he pulls it across the other side towards.
He's going to cut in.
Harvey Barnes puts a nice cross across the box and over the top by Chapman, out for another corner. Well, Sahar is going to take this one on the right hand side. 22 minutes gone, still 0-0. Sahar gets the ball back from Ramsey. Ramsey's got it now, sorry. Stewart out to Sahar, right hand side. Nice run from Ramsey down dead ball line, pulls it back across. Botswain back there defending. Cleared by Chapman, but Gateshead sitting very deep at the moment, and Lewis Hall can spray that ball out to the left-hand side, and Harvey Barnes can try and run at Thomas Lavery again, and Lavery just forces it out for a corner there.
Done really well, Lavery. Barnes, when he gets running, it can be a threat. Ball coming in. Or not.
Oh, took it quick. Stour, edge of the box. There's a few appeals for him to shoot. Looks comfortable on the ball, doesn't he? Expect that from where he's come from.
Yeah, someone from Ajax, well known for it.
There's ball put in there, and wasn't the best of crosses. He cleared. Gateshead only managing to clear at the edge of the box, and Botswain help defending here. There's a lovely ball. And it's going to be pulled back across deep, too deep.
Didn't need to do that.
No, and Gateshead battling to get the ball. Anafawozi.
Oh, well played.
He played it out there, and now Supik tries to get the ball, goes out for a throw off Supik. And quickly got it back in play, and lovely little flick there. Sahar, right hand side of the box. He's got time, he's got space. Can he cross this one in? There's a run there though from Ramsey. Back to Sahar. Murphy. Back out to Ramsey on this right hand touchline.
Good challenge.
And Chapman, some crucial interceptions so far. More known for his attacking prowess. Stewart plays it inside, and that's it. Newcastle probing is trying to go through the centre, as goes down in instalments. Neve there trying to.
I do actually think he was being fouled.
I think he's being pulled there, wasn't he?
But referee opting against giving it.
I think because it took so long to go down, didn't he, initially?
Possibly, yeah.
But as I say, this is Newcastle's first. Oh, nice ball through to Harvey Barnes. He runs in the box, and Lavery puts it out. This is Newcastle's first pre-season game. I know they had one behind closed doors, but they seem to be at it, don't they? It's I suppose for the elite professionals and athletes that they are these days at the top level, you would expect that. But it is nice to see, isn't it? Because sometimes pre-season games in years gone by haven't been the best affairs.
No, there was a notable one here, though, wasn't there? The 3-2.
Yeah.
And Gateshead went 2-0 up. Newcastle came back. A certain Lewis Miley inspiring them.
Well, ball.
Some kid
on
called
goal
Elliot.
behind for yet another corner.
Some kid called Elliot Anderson on the score sheet.
Yes, he's.
Not sure what happened to him.
And Gateshead are linked to him, to be honest. But 25 minutes gone, another corner. Newcastle ramping it up a little bit. They're starting to grow into this game, carving out half chances. Dubois never really fully been tested, has he? And that's another good take from Dubois. I'm sure he's got springs in his legs. He's not happy being blocked. He's trying to get the ball out quick. We'll call that the competitive edge.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
If you're doing that in pre-season, then you've got something right.
Referee telling him to calm down.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of Sean Neve yet from a Newcastle point of view. Very highly rated within the side. Sorry, in the club, I should say. Someone who made his senior debut last season. His competitive senior debut, and I'm sure we'll see more of him.
I was going to say, we did see him in the National League Cup, of course, the Premier League under-21 sides and academy sides take part in that with the National League clubs. It's a controversial cup for the clubs at this level, but a money spender nonetheless for the littler clubs. Ball over the top there. Is that going to get towards Anafawozi? Goes out to play for a throw.
It's Botswain, isn't it?
Is it Botswain there? Yeah, and it's we get to see some of these young academy players from the northeast. You know, say Middlesbrough have always got a good knack of producing players, but in the last 2 seasons, the Newcastle ones have caught the eye.
They have. Do you know what? The academy's had some criticism in recent seasons, but something is coming together there now at the academy. I mean, second half of last season, again covering the 21s for the Chronicle, you could see a definite improvement as the season wore on, and players like Neve and Shaha and a few we'll see in the second half. People like Anthony Munda want to look at, Rory Finneran made his international debut for Republic Island during the summer. So it's going to be interesting to see how they fare.
If memory serves me right, I think Munda had a fantastic game
Munda's
here in
great.
the National League Cup.
For me, Munda will be. I think he'll play Football League. I think he'll be a really good Football League midfielder at some point.
Well, Gateshead have a throw just in front of the Newcastle United dugout.
I'm intrigued to see what Newcastle do second half, because obviously all the younger players are going to come on, and you've got Robbie Stockdale there, who's the under-21s league coach. Now, I do wonder if Eddie Howe and Jason Tyndall may opt to stand aside and let him take the second half team.
Well, Gateshead in possession there at the moment. Goes all the way back to Ferguson. Gateshead haven't named their captain yet for the new season, but you would put David Ferguson as probably one of the front runners. But
I think he's an absolute shoo-in.
Jacob Murphy brings the ball forward on this right-hand side. He's under pressure from 2 players and a foul's being given.
Right, to be honest, if that's a foul on Murphy, then what's just happened to Chapman down here is 100% a foul.
Oh, referee controversy already starting, Mark. It's only pre-season.
Get it on VAR.
Am I right in believing that a non-league ground had VAR the other day?
That's today.
It's today, is it?
Yeah, I want to say Gloucester City, possibly. Someone down that way.
Wow.
Playing a team in Wales. Could just be someone on the mobile phone, mate.
It could. But free kick on the right, about 5 yards in from the right-hand touchline, just in from the corner of the box, and in comes the delivery towards the near post. And sharp offside again. Decision given there to close one.
It's a great line from Gateshead, though.
Yeah, I mean he ghosted in to get the header, but obviously, as you say, the line was held well. Some good discipline, that.
Very good. It's been one of the most impressive things about Gateshead first half is, like I say, that discipline. I mean, we're half an hour in now.
Haven't been pulled out of shape, have they?
No, not at all.
No one's been caught napping, or especially now with Botswain on the far side battling for the ball. Anafawozi plays it inside to Josh Home.
Botswain was being held there really badly.
I mean, we were talking earlier on, Mark, about possible Newcastle United players going on loan to National League clubs, especially Gateshead. We've got a player in midfield for Gateshead in Josh Home, North East lad. Of course, he played in the academy set up for Birmingham. I think he's under 21 captain as well. And when he first came, it was a boy playing a man's game, and it took a little while for him to become the player he's becoming. And it's all about experience, isn't it? I think the academy setups can be fantastic in the under-21 leagues, but nothing substitutes the real thing.
Not at all. Not at all. You've got to get out and play competitive football sometimes, and I think one of my criticisms of the academy at Newcastle is that there's too many players who've got a 21 stage. Chance here.
Oh, well, Gateshead have cleared it, but only as far as Harvey Barnes. Hall on the overlap, crosses it in. There was nobody there in the centre. And Chapman, well, was he caught there? He was. And it's a free kick to Gateshead.
I think it's the fact that too many players have got to 21 levels without going out on loan, and they haven't had that sort of first experience.
Well, I was trying to think who it was. I seen there was an interview on Talk Sport with a football manager saying that there was so many players in the academy setups that don't go out because financially it's not worth it for them, which is you can understand. But if you're hungry for the game, you think the game would take a little bit precedent in your own development.
Yeah, I mean, look, loans on for everyone. I will say that it's not. It's not a. Some players are. You look at Lewis Miley, didn't go out on loan.
Yep. Oh, nicely won. Oh.
Yeah, there was a push.
Yeah,
pull. Sorry. Lewis Miley obviously has gone straight through without having a loan. So, there are some players that don't.
They've got the ball now, and Neve pulls it across. He did well to get the space to get the shot. He just couldn't get it on target. Goes out for another corner. It's a good save. Well, pulled it across there, didn't he? Good feet from Neve there. He was under pressure.
Be interested to see who plays second off in goal for Newcastle. I imagine it'll be you and Joan, and your goalkeeper from Ream. They do have 3 keepers on the bench, which is interesting. Mark Gillespie and Aidan Harris.
As just Gateshead.
Very very true.
As the ball comes in, it's a dangerous one that put out of play for another corner. We must be near double figures of corners for Newcastle at the moment.
I'll tell you what, you do have a former Blythe Spartans goalkeeper on the bench for Newcastle as well.
Ah yes, Mark Gillespie, yes. As the ball comes in from Sahar, headed clear by Botswin. That's good defensive work from the striker. And a shot from Rose Hall. Just snatched at it somewhat, couldn't get quite over the top of it. And behind it goes for a goal kick.
Lovely dive for the cameras from
it was,
Adam Dubois there, wasn't it?
You heard the clicks as he was going through the air there. The flash bulbs.
Your mate Gavin Webster there.
Yes, I've seen him down there. The celebrities are out in force today in the Tyne Bridge Stand. Of course, go and see his live show, Last Punk Rocker, and Edinburgh Fringe this year, all of August. That's handball.
What a play on.
Yeah, well, short. I don't know. I think he's claiming he was fouled there, but
What a play on, though.
He caught the ball like a kitten on his back with a bit of yarn there, didn't he?
But Gateshead got 2-on-1.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, Gateshead have an opportunity here from about 25 yards out, maybe a little bit more. Chapman and Billy Chadwick standing over this. We both know they can both hit the ball.
You would imagine, wouldn't it?
I don't know, I think Billy Chadwick might take precedent here. He did towards the back end of last season.
How many did he score?
Well, that's not. Why let the facts get in the way of a good story? But we'll see. He could score here. This could be the start of it. But Chadwick stands over the ball, gets under it and hits the wall. It's going to fall to Supik, who scores! In he comes with a rebound and puts it in. And Supik opens his account for Gateshead this afternoon. The killer Kiwi has opened his account. And Gateshead are winning 1-0 here in this pre-season friendly. They've had to soak up a lot of pressure, but they got an opportunity and made it count.
Your goal scorer for Gateshead FC, number 19, Luke Supik.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a neat little finish because he's got Nick Pope bearing down on him, but a little bit element of fortune. The free kick obviously deflecting his path, but he's reacted brilliantly and just finished calmly at the near post. What a big boost for Gateshead. You're right, what you said there, Dave. By the way, very often you're right, but you were there. They have had to soak up a lot of pressure. and they've done it well. You know, yes, you look at De Boer's had to make a couple of saves, but generally they've held Newcastle at bay, and they've got the rewards. So yeah, really promising. I mean, 35 minutes in to keep Newcastle at bay, to keep them goalless, and then to go ahead. It's been a really, really promising opening 35 from Lee Catmull's side.
Well, as I say, Gateshead 35 minutes gone. Gateshead 1, Newcastle United 0 in this pre-season encounter, and Gateshead's new signing, 11,500 miles from home, but he's making it feel like home here with goals.
I thought you were going to say 11.5 million there.
No.
Interested what Lee Catmull does at half-time, to be honest.
He's got quite some strong players still on the bench. You know, you've got Keaton Ward, Dom Telford.
That's not the worst ball.
Tyrell Newton.
That's better.
That's good.
That's what I was talking about
Ashbrook
earlier.
holds the ball up, and Supik does well,
So
lays the
calm.
ball off, and Gateshead can get forward in numbers here as Robinson gives it to Chapman. Chapman tries to get past his man, tries to cut round him, but stood firm as Gateshead just upend Ramsey. I think Gateshead growing in a little bit of confidence there. They got forward in numbers, didn't they?
Yeah, and again, it's a great exercise for when the competitive stuff gets underway, because there will be games like this where they sit in, and then you have to be ruthless when you get in the front foot and take your chances, and that's what they've done. I think it's been really promising. Look, I still think Gateshead have work to do.
Oh, without a doubt.
But there are promising signs there.
Lee Catmull was speaking yesterday to Gateshead FC TV, and he said, you know, this is where you start to see the things that they've been working on in pre-season, start to see what kind of shape they're going to hold, how they're going to play, and it's a regimented performance from Gateshead so far. As it comes out to Chapman, left-hand side, he's got space to run into. He's got the overlap of Josh Home, who's done well. Can he get a delivery in? Plays it inside of the box, and Billy Chadwick tries to dance past one too many players there, but Home and Murphy goes down.
It's a little bit naive there from Josh Home.
Yeah.
Just let it. You've got him.
He wasn't going anywhere.
No, you've got him facing the wrong way. You've got him under pressure. He doesn't know what he's going to do. Just hold off. There's no need to go rushing in to try and nip the ball.
Thought Robinson's grew into the game as it went on as well. Looked a little bit shaky in the early stages.
I think the thing with Jack is just getting regular football. He's had obviously a couple of years suffering with injuries.
Oh, nice interception from Anafawozi, and Supik picks up the ball, lays it off, and now Robinson plays into the centre. Gateshead just...
You can sense there's a little bit of frustration growing from Newcastle. Just a little couple of pushes just after the ball's gone here.
Ball comes across to Chapman. Chapman brings it down.
Don't mind that at all. That's really good.
Robinson all the way back to Dubois. Ferguson just pulling back for space, but it goes through the centre, and Botswain is offside.
He wasn't.
Well, yeah.
Not when the ball was played, he wasn't.
But as I said before, it is Newcastle United's first, without being behind closed doors, first friendly, and they're still in different stages of their pre-season as well. It'll be the ramping up stage. You've got to remember, for us, this is a big test. For them, it's a warm-up. You've got to look at it for what it is.
You do. I 100% get that, Dave, but at the same time, these are Premier League players.
Yeah.
And look, obviously I cover bits of Newcastle as well, and grew up watching them, and they're not imposing themselves on Gateshead the way you would expect a Premier League player to against what is a non-league player, National League player. So I think that's been disappointing. Now, I get it's borderline a fitness exercise for Newcastle, but at the same time, they've got to be doing more than what they're doing here. And I know it's only a friendly, and maybe I am getting too carried away, but I just expect a little bit more from the big players in this squad.
Mm-hmm. Of course, someone's saying, they did play Dalton. It was behind closed doors. Lovely run from Lewis Hall. Oh, Anafawozi just gets in front and nicks it away, and out again for a throw on the far side.
So that's what I'm talking about again, about switching off. And I know I'm going on about it, and I apologise. But you just can't switch off, because if you do, Lewis Hall, one of the best left-backs in the Premier League, if not the best.
Well, he's got the ball now, and he crosses into deep, very deep one. Comes
we'll see,
Murphy, who brings it down. Oh, Chapman does well to get the ball from Murphy and turns and can lay it off as Robinson just caught late there.
I don't think it's.
It's not nasty. I think it's just a late nick. He's up.
I don't even think it's that. I think he's just, as he's kicked the ball, he's probably kicked the bottom of Neve's foot.
Yeah.
So it will go down as a foul, even though.
I think it's no complaints from Robinson. I just think it's, as you say.
You're right about him, by the way.
Yeah.
He started looking a bit nervy, and he had that little stumble where Newcastle almost took advantage. But at the same time, he also has just settled nicely and looks composed. He gives balance as well as a left-sided centre back.
Oh, lovely stuff from Botswain. Just no one could pick up that nod down. But Sahar can bring the ball forward. 41 minutes we're into here. Gateshead 1, Newcastle United 0 as it stands.
I really do rate Leo Shaha. I think there's a real player in there.
Yeah, he's
already made his senior debut in the Champions League.
I think obviously we've covering a lot of the National League, and when you see Premier League players and stuff, they've just got that touch that gives them that extra little bit of space and awareness, and he certainly seems to have that, doesn't he? As a ball, there was a run there that was coming through the middle, it wasn't seen, but Sahar has the ball, plays it forward. Murphy, right hand side of the box, puts it in blind. Oh, and it went through, and great stuff from Dubois. Barnes had a chance to put it in, and unfortunate it wouldn't sit up for Harvey Barnes there, but
it's a great ball in from Murphy, isn't it?
It was very deceiving, wasn't it?
He's captain today, is he?
I think so, yeah. Ball over the top, looking for Supik to chase down. I'll tell you what, he's going to get there. And he's brought the ball down and lays it off to Anafawosi. Anafawosi plays it into the centre.
Oh, just a little less on it.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if Gateshead can get the half-time one up, this would be a massive plus.
As I say, we mentioned about the two wing-backs for Gateshead being predominantly more wingers. They've stayed regimented in that defensive position. We know Anafawosi has a real box of tricks at hand if he needs them, doesn't he? And
you're not seeing a lot of that in the attack.
No, you're not at all.
At the moment, but that's understandable because of the way the game's gone.
Stewart. Sahar's in acres of space on this right hand side. He's ghosted over here. It's going to come over now, I think, via Shaw. It doesn't. It goes back into Stewart.
That's a good ball.
Centre. Hall on the far side. So you just mentioned, we were talking about Sahar there before. Lewis Hall just ghosts into space, finds the space. Chadwick lays the ball back to Chapman, and just a little coming together there.
Did you notice a familiar face on Gateshead's medical staff?
I did, yes.
Gary Nisham?
Yes, I thought it was him.
Apparently that agreement happened in Tesco in Gateshead, I was told.
Oh, wow.
Before. He bumped into Ben Clark. And, yeah.
Wow.
Other supermarkets are available.
They certainly are.
But the physios aren't.
I heard Alan Shearer was signed in Anita.
As if Alan Shearer would be seen in Anita.
Botswain loses out the header. Harvey Barnes gets the ball, but he's dispossessed, and Fenton John can bring the ball forward. He's just having to turn back and find space. Fenton John's done really well, but just, the class of the Newcastle midfield there, just dispossessing him, but he had them scared for a second. Oh, I don't think that was a foul, It was a free kick to Newcastle nonetheless.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looks to me as if Josh Holm looks as if he's bulked up a bit over the summer.
Yeah, as I say, I mentioned when he first came 2 seasons ago on loan, he looked
like a kid, didn't he?
He did. He looked like a boy playing the man's game, and and to be fair to him, maybe a little bit he did at the beginning of last season. But as the season went on, and he got experience, took the knocks, got himself back up, never hid, and he's learned and developed from that, and that's as a young player, game time, competitive games will give you that.
We've seen that with Fenton John, haven't we?
Oh, without a doubt. I was speaking to James Marwood on the Newcastle United coaching staff. Of course, he worked with him at Middlesbrough, and he said to me, he goes, when he gets a bit older, when he gets the experience, I can see him in the Football League. I said he could probably be there now.
Oh, 100%, yeah, I agree.
but
I'm genuinely surprised he's still at Gateshead.
I mean, the fact that he signed a 2-year contract for me is massive. And I'm sure if he continues his development, then eyes will be looking on him from the Football League.
And the one thing that you as someone who follows Gateshead, Dave, is that it's half-time.
There is the half-time whistle. Gateshead take a 1-goal lead into half-time. New Zealand player Luke Sipek scoring the goal from a free kick. It was a rebounded ball to him, and he slotted home the rebound. And that is, as I say, the scoreline here. But Gateshead, great performance from them. Regimented, they have been under the cosh. They rid the wave a bit. And Newcastle with plenty of pressure. It's a good run out for Gateshead. And I'm sure in the second half we might see Newcastle maybe try and go through a few more gears. But from myself and Mark, we will be back in about 10 minutes. We're going to have a half-time break. So when we come back, as I say, we'll bring you the full second half commentary and read out your comments if you want to let us know why you're listening from the world. Well, hello there. We are still in the half-time break here at Gateshead International Stadium. The scoreline: Gateshead 1, Newcastle United 0 in this pre-season friendly. Just before we get back underway for the second half, we're still waiting for the teams to come back over the second half, of course. If you could drop a like and subscribe, and if you'd like to follow the fortunes of Gateshead FC this season, please do join us when we have a matchday commentary. Exactly like this, and of course the commentary is also part of the DAZN package as well. If you want to follow the National League, you can watch every game on there. But as I say, we have the Heed Army podcast nearly every Thursday. If it isn't Thursday, it'll be advertised on our social media at Heed_Army on Twitter, Heed Army Podcast Live on Facebook, and we'll let you know when we are live. But it's a fully live show, more or less like a TV show. And we'd love you to join us and have your say on Gateshead Football Club and ask any questions away on any subject that you may want to, if you're not that familiar with Gateshead and the goings-on of what goes on at this little football club. A lot of things are exactly like any other football club, trials and tribulations. And as I say, but more importantly, if you'd like to come down and see a game, Gateshead are in their next pre-season friendly at home on Tuesday evening to Mike Williamson's South Shields. So that one should be another good test for Gateshead, of course. Former Gateshead manager and Newcastle United player Mike Williamson, now manager at South Shields. So that one should be a good one. Lots of former Gateshead players as well at South Shields to add a little bit more spice into that one. But as it stands, it's all about today. Gateshead versus Newcastle United. A lovely friendly. The Battle of Tyneside. But more importantly, what it does off the pitch for Gateshead, a game like this, is absolutely fantastic. And eternally thankful.
Now this is interesting. Sorry to interrupt. I naturally assumed that Newcastle would bring out a whole new side second half, but they haven't made one change. Now part of it could be ramping it up to the hour mark, and giving them a bit more time than they got against Darlington.
Or dare I say, prove a point.
But I think it may well be more the latter. Have they been sent out to prove a point?
Well, at the moment, we can't see any changes from Newcastle United or Gateshead. Of course, we'll let you know as soon as we see that. I see Sam Bowen down there as well. He's a Gateshead midfielder at the moment. Obviously, he's come back from injury. Another player that will really bolster that midfield and cause questions for Lee Cattermole and who gets in there, because Gateshead are very, very fortunate to have a strong midfield this season. But remember, send your comments in. Let us know where you're listening from in and around the world, or if you're on holiday. And we love that. We've got... have we got Madonna, Shakira, Bieber doing the halftime show at Gateshead International Stadium? We haven't. We told them no. We just want to keep it about the football. And so, hi, mate. In the fell watching the Heed TV on TV. So there we go. Someone's watching. I hope you're listening to us and not that Matthew Raisbeck. He's good though. He's good. I'll give him that. He's good. But commentary wars. Gateshead shooting towards the Fenland end. Newcastle towards the River Tyne. We're underway. Scores it stands here. Gateshead 1. Newcastle United 0. Luke Supik with the goal. And Gateshead just passing the ball around the back at the moment. Ferguson gives it to Lavery. Plays the ball forward and he sees the run of Supik. Supik's got round the defender. Plays it into the centre. Oh, just too far in front of Botswain, but Botswain will get there towards the corner flag. It's been a real live wire. Supik keeps growing into the game. Of course, got his goal. Lavery on the halfway line. Gives it back to Ferguson, the centre of defence. Finds Josh Home. Josh Home all the way back to Dubois. Dubois, fine kick up towards Chapman. As gets a pick it up in midfield as Supik brings the ball forward. Does he pull the trigger again? He does, but he just drags it through the ground there. Didn't get the power on it.
Didn't set himself. His touch just before he's hit the shot is just a little bit too much away from him.
Yeah.
And he's then stretching when he's having to hit the shot.
Just sucked any power out of it, didn't it?
If he's that's good pressure. If his touch is just a little bit better before he hits a shot, he probably is able to step into it and get the shot away with power. But yeah, it's really been a really good start, by the way, to the second half from Gateshead.
Well,
that kit really is something, isn't it?
I know, and as I say, I'll say I know Hope and Glory are partners with the podcast and the show, but that is possibly, I'd say, one of the best kits we've ever had. I know it harps back to the classic half and half strip from the mid-90s, but to me that is a thing of beauty. We've been on the podcast and fans trying to say bring it back and make it our identity, because there isn't any black and white half and half teams out there in England and British Isles, and I think it's quite something. Newcastle West strip's not too bad either, is it? Oh, is that what you were talking about?
Well, no, I was talking about the...
Botswain and Lewis Hall battling for the ball there. He used his body well there, Lewis Hall.
But I mean, it is a very, very, very smart away kit from Newcastle. My son, who sat beside me, has just had his 12th birthday, and he's insisting he's going to use the money that he got for his birthday to buy one. I did say he should get the Gateshead one, but
well, you can have both. I'm sure you can afford it, Mark.
Well, he's got. I'm not buying them. He does have a few Gateshead kits of the past.
Well, I must say this is a one I'll definitely be purchasing. But at the moment, Newcastle building. Harvey Barnes got Lewis Hall in front of him, who just loses his foot in there. I think that was wide from the referee there. Do
you know what? I've been really, really impressed with Tommy Lavery. I think he's been excellent in that right side centre-back role. Former Sunderland academy defender, got experience with Halifax in the National League last season.
Well, Newcastle, edge of the box, Stewart on the ball. He's going to pull the trigger himself, goes for one, and just, much like the Super X shot, just didn't get to compose himself for that one.
Don't mind that.
Snatched it a little bit, but yeah, no, he had the space to do it. Certainly.
I mean, first off, I thought he had a few chances where he should have got a shot away, but didn't.
Yeah, he was definitely being a team player, wasn't he, in the first half?
I think we'll see Newcastle get to the hour mark, and then
we're starting to see a lot of the academy lads warming up there to our left. There's Botswain and Shaw really battling there, shirt being pulled.
That's a foul, ref.
As Botswain lays it off and couldn't pick out a teammate, but now on the attack, Ferguson just timed his run, seen the pass.
That brilliantly, didn't he? He's not off. He's not.
Well, ball bounces through, and Chadwick, it's a crucial tackle there from
he's been fouled, by the way.
Murphy. Yeah. He seems to be in some discomfort, Billy Chadwick. He's sat up though. Went a free kick about 30 yards out.
Just getting a few comments about the minute silence, by the way. We haven't really referenced it.
Yeah, beautifully observed.
I think I've had quite an emotional week. Kevin Keegan was one of my first football heroes, and meant so much to Newcastle United as a football club and the city as a whole, and Tyneside as an area. I knew he used to love coming here. He brought Newcastle across to Gateshead a few times, didn't he?
Yeah.
And just a brilliant thing Gateshead have done.
7,195.
7,195 come here today. Amazing stuff, and as we've mentioned plenty of times, it will help Gateshead. A ball into the box towards Supik. He just couldn't control it. It's a good run though. But yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting Kevin Keegan when I was 14. I had both my feet operated on, and he come over to me in my wheelchair and talked to me for a little bit, an autograph, and warm, genuine, and just an amazing bloke. One of football's good guys and one of the heroes, especially in the northeast. This ball comes back to Dubois. He goes long through the centre. Billy Chadwick's on his toes, but I think that one's going to go out of play on the far side, and it does.
7,000's a great.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, I think, I could be wrong, but I think it was going to be capped at about 7,500.
Yeah, I think the north stand as well can't be used at the moment. It's still
It's got a bus parked in front of it for a
there's
start.
two buses. There's Jose Mourinho here. There's we've
I didn't even notice that
Lewis Hall.
Jeez.
Oh, nice ball through
Oh,
to
what a
Harvey
touch.
Barnes. Turns it down. Can he finish the shot? He pulls it across, and Neve was at the back post. Just couldn't put it in. The ball's still in play. And Chapman gets past his man, but a bit too far. And Newcastle still on the attack, right-hand side of the box. Stour on the ball, plays it through. It's a nice ball, and Sahar tries to cross it in. It's going to fall to Murphy in the box. A little bit of trickery, lofts it over and up in the air. Dubois with a fantastic save across goal. He's got go gadget arms and legs, I'm sure of it. But at the moment, Gateshead are going to clear the lines here.
Oh, great touch.
Supik. Oh, Dubois just read well by Shaw there. Botswain just flat-footed. And Supik really battling, isn't he?
So I think could be a little bit of a cult hero grown here with Sean. Josh. No.
Luke.
Supik.
See,
Sorry.
it's easy to get wrong. I've got a few wrong so far, but yeah. The killer Kiwi is on Tyneside. That's a nice ball to Neve. Dubois quickly off his line. Oh, well done, Dubois. Tell you what, it was do or die, wasn't it?
Very much. Very much.
Impressive display from Dubois so far. So he clears the ball up to the halfway line. Shaw and Botswain really tussling off the ball. It's been a good physical encounter for both of them. As we mentioned in the first half, Botswain still a young striker developing. He'll learn from this. Wily old fox, Fabian Shaw at the back there. Been there and done it and wrestled with the best of them.
Certainly has.
And more than likely come out on top. So Newcastle spray the ball across the back, move the ball quite quickly here. Stour lays the ball, he puts it straight out of play. That was, Lavery just did enough there, didn't he? Put him off.
That's what I mean. There's a real intensity about Lavery and an aggression, but it's a real controlled aggression. I think he could be a very, very shrewd signing by the look of it. Had a lot of interest as well from elsewhere. Got to take this quick.
Well,
just
Fenton John. Back Anna Fawzi now. That's a little bit of trick they were talking about, and well, I think there must be a loose bit of grass over there. Both Starr and Anna Fawzi have just kicked it straight out of play.
did the hard bit.
He did.
See that 7,000, well, just under 7,200. I realise not everyone's paid full price, and I know there's a lot of comments about the pricing here, but the boost that gives Gateshead financially, we know it's not a wealthy club. It's just huge.
Murphy puts the cross in there. Those players in the box there. Gateshead do manage to clear their lines, and Supik trying to use his body and get away. Oh, he's done really well, and he's nearly gets past his man, goes down, and yeah, we're seeing a real cameo today, aren't we, from Luke Supik as Willock drives into the box and just, I thought you'd overhit that, but he got it back, and Stour from the edge of the area.
I think he should have hit that.
Out to the far side, and Jacob Murphy takes it down to the dead ball line, crosses it in. Ramsey was coming behind Anna Fawzi. It went up in the air more than it did as he got there for the second time of asking. Dubois got fortunate with the bounce. .56 minutes gone. Gateshead 1, Newcastle United 0. Luke Supik, Gateshead's new signing this week, with the opening goal of the game.
Offside.
There's the ball.
Do you think there's a need for another striker?
Well,
Gateshead.
you see, if you look at the bench, there is Dom Telford. At the beginning of last season, before his injury struck and he got that nasty calf tear, wasn't it? I think it was a hamstring. As Josh Holmes been left on the ground, but Supik still battling. Stour doing well, but Supik dancing round and lays it off. And there's another one. And yeah, just frustration showing a little bit from Newcastle.
Do you know what? From a Gateshead point of view, and with me non-league hat on, you don't mind that.
No, it shows they're doing the right thing.
It absolutely does. That's exactly what I was just about to say there. It means Gateshead are doing absolutely the right thing here. With Lee Cattermole and Ben Clark and Martin Smith, you can see them on a chat. They must be absolutely over the moon with this.
Well, if they can keep playing like this, it'll be pretty good. There's a nice ball forward from Robinson, and Billy Chadwick gets front to Sahar. He's just having to hold the ball up, and oh, nice stuff. Josh Holm takes the ball forward, cuts down. Can he pull it across? Oh, just tried to do it the outside of the boot there, didn't he? Gateshead do have the ball. Chapman at the corner flag. He's got past the player there, and that's another.
It's not a foul. It's not a foul.
Nope. Catmull's arms go up in the air, but definitely won the ball. And now Newcastle, can they move the ball quickly here?
Just being caught out here. Don't mind that
Great
at all.
tackle from Botswain. You know, he might not have been as many chances in front of goal or any, but his all-round team game today has been absolutely outstanding.
Gateshead looks so comfortable.
Lavery lays it off. Supik just a little bit stretch for him, but Lewis Hall showing his class there. Gets past Lavery. Lavery sticking. Oh, great tackle! What a tackle! Goes out for a corner. There was a little pull on the shirt. There was,
an unbelievable tackle from Tommy Lavery.
But Lewis Hall, whose credit, carried on going. Ferguson and Lewis Hall just having a little chat there.
I think this might be the last chance for this Newcastle 11.
Well, short corner of the box. Stour lofts it in towards the back. Can someone capitalise on that? It's nodded down into the centre. Gateshead clear the through Lavery, and Gateshead now can regather their shape as the ball goes out of play on the far side. But, you know, of course, Gateshead do have a number of younger players on the bench as well, but, you know, we're starting to see some of the more established names that are with Gateshead on the bench starting to strip to get ready as well.
Keaton Ward coming on. I mean, arguably the best player back end last season.
Well, ball comes out Lewis Hall left-hand side. Harvey Barnes stayed on side. Can he cross the ball into the box? Pulls it back across. Murphy tries to get his shot cleared by Supik. And then you can feel Newcastle, these players want to try and do something before they leave the pitch.
Well, I think it is going to be the hour mark. We're on 58 minutes now, I think.
You can see all the subs already.
I think if Gateshead get the hour still ahead, I think that's as good as a win for them.
As a die-hard Gateshead fan, I want to give a good account of ourselves, and I think to do that for an hour against a Premier League side with international players and stuff, I think is a fantastic achievement, and it shows you the fundamentals are there. But Stour, loose ball, gets a shot away, another cross comes in, that's too high and out it goes behind. But it's a good morale boost for us. They've kept it disciplined. They haven't bitten to any of the little niggles that have come from Newcastle. There's been a couple of agitated players out there, and they've kept their heads.
Miedrag Pivas is going to be the first one on. Changes for Gateshead as well.
Well, we are going to see a trialist come on for Gateshead. Dom Telford, Keaton Ward, Tyrell Newton and a trialist are going to come on for Gateshead, but Fabian Shaw leaves the pitch. To a round of applause. He's had a good workout today. And Pivas takes his place on the pitch. But Anafawosi,
Fenton John.
Anafawosi just limping a little bit there.
Robinson.
Several substitutions going on at once here. There's no point in informing.
So it's
Trialist.
Trialist, yeah. Trialist is on. And Supik is off as well. So good hours football on his home debut.
Certainly tell you that.
Gateshead have the ball now. Tyrell Newton, loose ball into the centre. And he's going to try and chase down and win it back. It does well. Ball goes out of play. Come off Tyrell Newton last to throw between the dugouts. Stour plays it across to Pivas. Stour, he's dropping deep, isn't he, to get involved. Xanafu as he gets a nice round of applause from Tyne Bridge stand. Dubois, under pressure, clears the ball well, and that's going to be a little bit too much for...
It's not really Telford's game, is it, getting him behind?
No,
like
he likes to be threaded onto the ball, doesn't he? Sahar Inside to Ramsey. Stour back to Ramsey on the halfway line.
I just wondered if Amanchi leaving means there is a need for a...
I think there's need for another striker in there. I think the ball comes in, the box is coming to the far side, offside flag goes up.
It's really poor from Lewis Hall.
Yeah.
Really poor. Looking along the line there. He's got all the time in the world. He's just gone too early.
Yeah. Callum Boone warms up down the line, of course. A player that, shone really bright in last pre-season, but still very young. I think he's only just 18, isn't he? And went out on loan last season. It'd be interesting to see, if his development has come any further along, and his experiences on loan as well will put him in good stead. But a very talented player. Nice nod on by Botswain, and well, don't think anyone was going to beat Pope to the ball there, was it? Ball forward. Lavery just intercepts. Oh, Tyrell Newton beaten by Hall and comes back, and that's just a clumsy one, that from Tyrell Newton, not very timed well. Free kick, left hand side, about 5 yards from the touchline. We're going to take it quick. Harvey Barnes plays it inside. Willock. Lewis Hall's on his feet, no one on his toes there, and Willock didn't see it. Now they try and build on the far side. Sahar puts one in. Lavery just nods it clear. Telford gets a touch.
You need some help.
Yeah, he didn't have any options to lay that off at all, did he? Lewis Hall, though, doing well. Lovely stuff from Lavery. Sees that out. It hasn't went out yet. He's pulling on the shirt. Something rotten. I mean, yes, referee. How long did that take? Lewis Hall lying on his back, pulling the shirt off Lavery. Credit to Hope and Glory, there was no tears there.
You on commission?
I should be.
I think we're going to see pretty soon a lot of Newcastle's under 21s coming on. A lot of them with points to prove, by the way. People like a Trayvon Sanusi, obviously being out on loan last year. It didn't really happen for him with Lorient in France. And someone like Rory Finneran, who is, for me, is just a superb midfielder.
Botswain tussling off the ball. His shirt was being pulled as well, but
Finneran made his senior international debut in the summer for Republic Island, really highly rated.
He played in the National League Cup as well last season, and he was, as we mentioned earlier on in the commentary, there is some exciting players in that academy setup.
Yeah, it's an interesting one for Finneran where he goes this season. Well done again, Tommy Leary.
Yeah,
possibly the best player on the pitch, by the way.
Him and Supik have caught the eye, haven't they, throughout this one? Billy Chadwick's put a shift in as well so far.
Yeah, I've got to be honest. I think Billy's he's had a pretty decent pre-season. Maybe one of the ones that has got a bit of a fight in his hands to get on the side, but he's given Lee Cattermole some big decisions to make.
Lewis Hall on the ball, left-hand side, plays it into the centre. Murphy plays it across to the far side. Sahar brings the ball down, sees the run of Willock.
It's
not Willock, that's Jacob Ramsey. Jacob Ramsey back on the ball. Can he cross this one in?
Gateshead's discipline's been incredible. They're sitting so disciplined.
As I said before, just regimented. Everyone knows their job, and they're not straying from it, are they, at the moment? Lewis Hall. Let's play it back. Stour. Well, Gateshead winning on the edge of their own box. Can they forge an attack here? But not many options as Billy Chadwick. Shall we say bought himself a free kick?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, use his experience, we'll see. 66 minutes gone, Gateshead 1, Newcastle United 0. Still yet to see a lot of changes from the visitors, but they are about to come, I think, very soon.
Yeah, Ewan Jowen, the new goalkeeper, Newcastle signed from Ream. I think around 20 million quid. He's about to come on and replace Nick Pope. Or he looks like he is anyway.
Yeah.
Stripped and ready.
Dubois, whose kicking's been absolutely fantastic today. Well, Botswain, he's been in the thick of it today.
I don't mind that though.
Yeah.
But it's
Well, Stour brings the ball forward. Lewis Hall makes a run down this left-hand side, but it goes back to Alex Murphy, now across to Pivas.
I really like Pivas. Grew into last season with the 21s.
Looks comfortable on the ball, doesn't he?
Produced some very, very good performances setting off the season in particular. On the back of what was a bit of a disappointing loan spell with Willem II in Holland.
I remember a lot of these Newcastle youngsters as well. You know, they've had their Champions League experience as well, because the under-21s playing a Champions League round as well against the cream of the crop of Europeans, young talent, and it's, you know, experiences that a lot of young lads don't get, you know, against continental opposition.
Very true, yeah. By the way, Ewan Shawan is massive. Look at the size of him.
Wow. I think he sleeps in a grow bag, that lad.
Get me one.
The ball on the far side. Murphy, can he cross this ball in? He keeps it in at the corner flag.
Someone's just switched off.
Oh, and Chapman couldn't get past him, but it falls to Stour. There's Josh Home still covering every blade of grass. Crucial interception from Chapman.
Oh.
Chapman gets past his man and then tries to send the Gateshead away. There's
Chance
Botswain,
here.
if he looks up, well,
I don't know why he even hit it that hard.
yeah. I see. If he had threaded that through to Telford, could have been a good chance.
First chance for Newcastle fans to look at the new goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's man mountain.
Chance here. I think
Harvey
he's offside.
Barnes.
I think he's
yes,
offside.
he's offside.
Subs coming on as well.
Yeah, James Marwood instructing
Think
some of the
it's-
young players to come up to the bench.
Matias Ferreira, young winger.
There is the new goalkeeper coming on to a warm reception. Nick Pope as well, getting a lot of...
Mason Miley coming on. I think Song-Soo Park. I may as well stop now because it looks like they're all coming on.
Yeah.
Substitution for Newcastle United. Leaving the pitch, number 1, Nick Pope. Being replaced by number 24, Ewan Zhao, making his Newcastle debut, I believe.
Not really. He played last week against Dalton. In front of
In
people.
front of a crowd, yeah. Well, what's the...
Mason Miley going, I think, to right back by the looks of it. And Matias Ferreira playing up front.
Yeah, it looks that way. Neve's come off. Looked dangerous in the first 10 minutes, Neve, but then, as I say, it wasn't the game that was really set up for him, was it? There wasn't any service to him in the way he likes it.
People shouldn't forget just how young Sean Neve actually is still, but he does need to start thinking about the next steps. You know, if it is a loan move, which I suspect it may be into the EFL, and then it's down to him to prove. So what a great ball!
Nice
that is.
ball over to Lewis Hall, who's
Chance
in
here.
lots of space, crosses the ball in, it comes right through.
That's an unbelievable cross.
There wasn't anyone there to take a chance, though, was there? Arriving late into the box.
Oh, good touch.
It was Ferreira, but
Ah, well done. Done well there, Botswain.
yeah.
Really good. I'm in that annoying phase now where I recognise Gateshead's trialist, but I can't picture a piece's name. He's playing left-sided, so it's left-side
I'm
centre-back.
sure I've seen him play in one of the earlier games, and I do remember his name and where he was playing, but it escapes me at the minute. Not that we would say it anyway. Just the Trailers family are very proud, of course. As Harvey Barnes brings the ball, Ferreira just getting caught up in the Gateshead defence there, but once again holding a fantastic line, comes out to Barnes, left-hand side, hugging the touchline.
So
He's got Lewis Hall on the overlap, who he uses. Back to Barnes. Telford. I'll tell you what,
Gateshead bench certainly thought it was out.
yeah. I thought
Good. Well
Oh,
done.
wow.
No, I don't mind
That's
that.
good.
I don't mind that, Josh Holm.
he's still going.
Oh,
Is
he's
it-
come
Oh, well, the first yellow card. I could understand if it was an aggressive throw, but it's, you know, it's
think-
pre-season.
No, I think he's given it for multiple fouls.
Harvey Barnes threads it through. Ferreira, can he get the shot away? Great
Great
save to
save.
Bois. out for a corner.
Ferreira has I think it's Brazilian and Italian parents, and he lives in Berwick. Oh, he's from Berwick.
From Berwick. 3 continental hotspots there. As well done, Lavery.
Tommy. Brilliant.
Ball forward,
Brilliant.
and Billy Chadwick chasing down, makes the player play it all the way back. Miley. And Stour.
Yeah, I think.
Ball over the top for Murphy to run on to. Lavery chasing down. Lobbed it over the bar and behind.
Just going to confirm the previous Newcastle ones. Leaving the pitch were, of course,
Well, goal kick to Gateshead.
Been replaced by Jean.
Well, we are going to see another couple of substitutions from Gateshead. We're going to see some of the younger Ben Williams is going to come on. It's going to come on for Lavery. And Callum Bowen is going to come on, so is Robert Leach. Robert Leach from the academy, as well as Callum Bowen. So Gateshead bringing on their own youth prospects that they've developed themselves.
On the match, mate, for me, Lavery. I know everyone will look at Subic, but I think Lavery's been brilliant in that right side centre back role.
Well, this is as I mentioned before, I'd like to see the development of Callum Bowen. He scored a beautiful goal in the National League Cup against Newcastle United reserves. It was
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, it was in tight quarters.
I don't think
he's moving his feet. Yeah, it was a lovely finish. Botswain having his shirt pulled off his back here at the moment. Referee doesn't see it.
Don't foul.
As Gateshead on chase down at the moment. Callum Bowen.
Leaving the pitch, we have Josh Holm, Billy Chadwick, and Tommy Lavery, being replaced by Ben Williams, Callum Bowen, and Robert Leach.
Well, Harvey Barnes, this left-hand side, does well to keep the ball, gets it to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall can send Barnes away there. They've linked up extremely well down this left-hand side during this game, Barnes and Hall. But that there was intercepted by Tyrell Newton, and wins a throw-in as well.
Big year for Ty, you know. After last year, obviously he had a few injuries and such like, and now he's back to fitness. Hopefully we'll have a full pre-season by the time we get to day one.
But just mentioning fitness as well, I mean, I've said it a few times before, I know Botswain hasn't had that much action in front of goal, but he's been incredibly active all the way through, and his running has not stopped. I mean, it's not a cold day. I mean, it's not red hot, but you know, it's not going to be these conditions all season, and he's got himself in decent nick.
He has. He really has.
Harvey Barnes gives it inside to Ramsey. Back to Barnes. Barnes up against Telford. Good footwork. Gets through and went in for the tackle and pulled out of it. But, well,
we'll call that a striker's tackle, I think.
Yeah, that's half a tackle, wasn't it? He pulled out of it just as well he did. Lewis Hall, left-hand side of the box. It's a good run inside from Jacob Ramsey. Still got to get that holding the shape really well and making Newcastle have to play around.
Excellent from Leach. He's done so well there.
Holding off Ramsey there. Forcing Newcastle to switch flanks here to try and get some joy down the right-hand side. Still probing. Pivas. Far side.
I think Newcastle are now really in face-saving mode, aren't they?
It seems that way, doesn't it? But
they need it. They need a goal because I'm intrigued to see what the reaction will be if it ends 1-0 Gateshead.
Yeah, well, Newcastle probing at the moment, edge of the box. Shot from outside the area, easy for Dubois.
Take that all day.
It's games like these. I mean, I know I'm Gateshead fan and predominantly you'd say non-league, but it puts things into perspective where it's fine margins for players where they end up in their careers, and who likes you on the day and in certain trials and how you compose yourself. But it's light and day. There'll be certain players out there whose wages are probably more than Gateshead's budget for the month. And it's
there is absolutely no doubt there will be.
Yeah, and I'm not. That's the game. That's life. I'm not going to get angry about that. But it just shows you, that just because they're playing non-league doesn't mean they're any less of a footballer, and that's what I like to get across.
Yeah. You've got Song Soo coming on, Trayvon Sanusi, and I think I saw Anthony Munda.
Gives a player down there. I think it's
he took a bit of a blow.
Is it Chapman?
So what you'll see, it'll be the two wingers coming off. I think it'll be Murphy and Barnes for Sanusi and Song Soo Park.
I think Barnes is already making his way over, isn't he, here? Is it Chapman that had the heavy fall? It was, yeah.
The attendance, of course, 7,195. The announcement of the 50-50 draw, the money has been claimed. And of course, that Barclays Premier Visa debit card is still here waiting for its own entertainment.
I do have a Barclays Visa card. I'm just going to check. There's been one handed in. That's not mine. Well, Ramsey leaves the pitch as well.
I'm Lloyd's for life, just in case.
Lloyd's for life, yeah.
Yeah, Sanusi, very, very tricky winger. Was at Birmingham City. Newcastle signed him 2-3 years ago. Has made a first-team debut, actually. And then went to Lorient last season on loan. Had a few injuries, didn't really happen. Did score for them in a cup game.
He may well have been in the same youth team as, or reserve team as Josh Home.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, they probably will. Actually, good point. He's similar age. Josh, maybe younger. I'm not sure. I ask him. And then Song Soo signed from the second tier in South Korean football. Took a while to settle in, but second half of last season started producing some much better performances. Newcastle have some high hopes for him.
I mean, I would struggle moving down to York, never mind halfway across the world at that age.
Too expensive in York.
Maybe for you. As the ball forward, Lewis Hall, he's ghosted in there. Can he pull that back across? He can. Oh, it's an own goal. Comes in off Ben Williams. And Newcastle United are level there. A disappointing way to concede, but the run and the ball back across brought its dangers. And it's a level game.
So I was saying about switching off, Dave.
Yeah.
Newcastle United score by an own goal by Ben Williams at Gateshead.
Don't say who it is.
Rub it in, Ken.
What, Ken?
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You switch off. And it's a great ball, by the way, down the left-hand side. And Lewis Hall will generally pick out a quality cross. And Ben Williams, bless him, he's just got in the way of it. And it's unfortunate.
Telford just took it away from him, but he's got it back through Newton. Ben Williams plays the ball back to Dubois. Oh, that's a poor one from Dubois, and what a fine off the line
Brilliant
save from Ferguson. Still not over yet though, as Newcastle try to ramp on the pressure, and they get round as Ramsey gets a shot away, goes out for a corner.
Dubois spent a lot of the game having to go at his defenders, but he needs to be giving them a massive hug for that.
Yeah. Well, safety's blushes as he just loses his footing a little bit there. Does Joe Willock. Keeps the ball low. Ball into the centre. Played through blindly. Expecting someone to run through. It's a goal kick to Gateshead. But regardless of the scoreline, I mean, obviously, Gateshead give a great account of themselves. Second half carried on where they left off at half time. And, definitely hold their heads up high, regardless of what the scoreline finishes here today. Performance-wise, it's been a win for Gateshead. They've acquitted themselves well against top-class players, and off the pitch, a massive win for a great crowd, and a massive thank you to the people of Tyneside who have turned up today. This will really help Gateshead Football Club this season.
And it's a sign that, despite the fact there was some negativity earlier in the summer, and fairly recently with obviously Nicholson and Kenton Richardson going to Carlisle, there's still a lot to be positive about here. And I think
if this team can be as disciplined, Tyrell Newton has had his shirt pulled down. Now surely that's a yellow card. If that was before.
If you're going to book Josh Home for multiple fouls, then surely that's a yellow card.
Yeah. Well, I think Botswain is asking the same question there. There is going to be another substitution. Number 49.
Tang Salia, Georgian striker.
He's time travelled all the way from Georgian times. That's a poor joke, wasn't it?
Very. That's why I'm not answering.
Just an inside baseball there. I looked at Mark and he just wouldn't even acknowledge us.
Lewis Hall coming off.
He's had a good workout today. He hasn't given up, has he? Showed his qualities.
Tang Salia coming on. Jacob Ramsey coming off for Munda. Joe Willock.
And Lucas Lowry warming up there. I think he may come on for Botswain in the last 10 minutes, you would think.
Still Charlton coming on.
Gateshead have the ball. Lost it in midfield though. And now Newcastle look to bring the ball forward on the right hand side.
For Newcastle, leaving the pitch, Lewis Hall, Joe Willock and Jacob Ramsey.
Ball out, back into the right hand side. Parker's raising his arms, he wants to play it over to this left hand side. He's in acres of space. Tyrell Newton playing as a wing back since he's come on. He's given a free kick there. Tyrell Newton just for a late leg. It's been quickly taken. Ball's going to come out to this near side. Charlton plays it back. To Alex Murphy. Stour was dropping very deep now in midfield. In fact, he's practically playing in the back four now. Newcastle play it back to Murphy. Alex Murphy, that is, and trying to keep a high line here. But Newcastle drive forward with the ball on the far side, bring it forward. Miley made it off. Ferreira out to Miley. Still on the right hand side, level the corner box. In comes the cross, it's too deep, and that goes behind for a goal kick. 85 minutes gone. Gateshead 1, Newcastle United 1. Both goals unfortunately scored by Gateshead. But great work from Lewis Hall for the equaliser. Ghosted into the box on that left hand side, pulled it back across, put it into the danger zone, and the deflection off Williams went past Dubois at the back of the net. Gateshead's opener with another deflective free kick. That one was. And Supik latching onto the loose ball and putting it home, but Chapman on the far side just couldn't get past his man. And the ball goes out of play for a Newcastle throw on the far side. The sun starts to come out now on Tyneside. And obviously before we get towards the end of the game, a massive thank you to everyone that has tuned in and listening to us and sent your messages in. Please do drop a like and subscribe if you want to follow the fortunes of Gateshead this season. As Lucas Lowry is on the pitch now. Didn't see who came off there, but Lowry's on. But please do, if you want to join us. As Harry Chapman left the pitch. He's left the pitch on the other side, walking around. But yeah, please do join us on the Heat Army podcast, whether it be our main show or one of our live commentaries. We'd love to have you join us. And a big thank you to Mark as well for being here today. It's always a pleasure.
Wish I could say the same.
Yeah, I knew I was waiting for that. But no, genuinely, lots of you tuned in today with massive thank you. As Newcastle just head the ball forward in midfield. Park turns his man. He's done really well there, used his body and opened the ball up. Gets the ball back just on for the halfway line. Oh, and he's so well. His hands on his back and he's went down, but uses his body well, doesn't he, Park?
Something he's improved on massively. He's been working a lot on his physique and trying to, strengthen up a bit, and you can sense a difference in him already.
The overlap on the far side wasn't red, and the ball goes out of play.
Gateshead 4 minutes away from a really good draw, by the way.
Yeah.
I know you don't look at results necessarily in pre-season, but
yeah, I mean, to get it as an added bonus for me, I wanted to give a good account of ourselves today, and not only just for Newcastle fans to think about coming along, but to a lot of Gateshead fans as well. It's been a summer of change, and it's been hard, but today I hope we'll relieve some of those worries and show that there's some foundations here.
Yeah, I think so. I think Gateshead fans that are here can take a lot of positives. I'll tell you what, even more now.
Was battling there to get the ball in the box. But Newcastle can bring the ball forward now.
No matter what happens over the next 3 minutes.
Park didn't see it. He tried to run, he thought it was going in front of him, it went behind.
Yeah, no matter what happens over the next 3 or 4 minutes, this can only be seen as a massively positive day for Gateshead football.
Botswain just wasn't expecting. It's a throw into Gateshead. I thought it come off Botswain, yeah. Tyrell Newton going to take the throw here. I feel sorry for Ben Williams because there was not much you could do about that own goal. He's come on and, but gets another throw here. This is where...
Do Gateshead get a replay at St James's for this?
I think we should, shouldn't we? And then we'll stream the game. Foul throw. Was it
no,
free kick?
It's the timing thing.
Timing.
Took too long to take it.
Well, Newcastle, good pressure from Gateshead right at the end here, trying to make make Newcastle have to play out from the back, and they are. Ferreira had made a good run there. The ball wasn't forthcoming though.
Got Dylan Charlton far side.
Yeah, he's just ghosted up here, hasn't he, on this left-hand side. I think he's being seen now as he can still pass that ball over, but it goes down the right-hand channel. Still need to load people in the box, Newcastle, if they can get a cross in here. The left-hand side, and it comes, right-hand side, and wind just, don't know if the wind took that one away, but Telford's chasing this down. But Alex Murphy played it all the way back.
That's a fine.
It is. I shouldn't have had my phone on. But, yeah. Now everyone knows I've got a really bad ringtone.
What was it?
Oliver Tree. I'm down with the kids, me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, we enter the last 30 seconds of the game. It's from a Gateshead point of view, it's been a win on and off the pitch. Performance-wise, result we're not that bothered about. Of course, it's nice to get a draw. Win's always good, but at the moment, Newcastle still probing though. Nice ball across to the far side. Can he control it? He can.
Done well, Miley there.
Miley lays it off. So back to Miley for and they're making Newcastle battle to get this ball in the box. Good block. And it's going to fall to the trialist, who unfortunately hit him off his own head there. So Newcastle take it to the corner flag. They've kept it in. Can they get the cross into the box? Oh, good tackle from the trialist. And Botswain can bring this ball forward. Can he get it through to a teammate? And there is the full-time whistle. It ends level. The Battle of Tyneside here at Gateshead International Stadium. Gateshead 1, Newcastle United 1. Luke Sipic with the opening goal, and an unfortunate own goal for Ben Williams, but it was good work from Lewis Hall that got that ball into the box. But a massive thank you to everyone who's joined us and tuned in today. Thank you very much. Please consider hitting like and subscribe and joining Gateshead's journey throughout this season. It's been an absolute pleasure to be back on the microphone. We've been a little bit sloppy, but it's our pre-season as well. Once again, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to Newcastle United, and thank you very much to everyone that has tuned in and been here today. We will see you next time.
And former Gateshead player Rob Ramshaw, who's donating the precincts to charity. That's a 3 p.m. kickoff.